Hi y'all, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso from Starbucks. So to a saucepan, I put 1 cup of brown sugar. It could be light or brown. Brown I guess is more rich. Sorry, dark brown. Dark brown sugar is more rich. But I have light brown, that's what I have, so I'm using that. So all I did was pour 1 cup of packed light brown sugar to 1 cup of water, so it's a 1:1 ratio. And then I added about like 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. It's like 5 dashes. So we're gonna be using vanilla extract as well, and then oat milk later. And then the pinch of salt. Don't use the vanilla or the salt just yet, that goes at the end. But the cinnamon goes into the saucepan. So like mentioned, I had the brown sugar, the water, and the cinnamon in the saucepan. We're going to stir it on medium heat until the sugar dissolves. And we're gonna wait for it to come to a simmer. All right, now that it's come to a simmer, it's kind of a boil. My stove has like issues or something, or like is way too strong. Anyway, it's going to simmer for 2 to 3 more minutes. Give it like 3 more minutes, let it come to a simmer. All right, once it's done simmering for 2 to 3 minutes, turn off the heat. And then you're going to add in your vanilla. You'll be adding about a teaspoon. Oh, that was way more than a teaspoon. But yeah, about a teaspoon of vanilla. And then what you're gonna do is add in your salt. It's gonna be a pinch of salt. Mix it well and stir it. So now your brown sugar syrup is ready. This is just the syrup. What you can do, because there's gonna be a lot left over, you're gonna store it in a container and keep it in the fridge, and then use it for whenever you'd like to make the coffee. So the next step is our shot. I made a shot of coffee. This is way more than just a shot. Obviously it's gonna be much less, so I use my Brew. I do a double shot, put it under, and you're supposed to keep it under until it keeps on pouring for like 30 seconds, I guess, 30 to 40 seconds. I just didn't keep track of it, and it just kept on pouring. So once you have your shot ready, you're gonna fill the cup halfway with ice. All right, I filled my cup with ice. I forgot to mention, let this completely cool down. And once it's cooled down, you'll be pouring like 2 tablespoons of the syrup into here. So don't put the ice. So you have the shot, you poured in 2 tablespoons of the syrup in, and then you pour in the ice. I do about 2.5, like 2 tablespoons of the syrup into the shot. Once you have this, I already have the syrup in there. I already made it pre-made. So then you pour in the ice about halfway, filled with ice. Now you're gonna close it with the cap. I just have this mason jar, whatever. Once you close it with the cap, you're gonna shake it really hard. This is gonna be loud, but like really hard for about 15 seconds. Okay, so this is it shaken for about 15 seconds. And I shook it very vigorously. I looked like a crazy person shaking it. So this is what it's supposed to look like shaken. It's supposed to be super frothy. Then you're gonna add in your oat milk. You can add in whatever oat milk you'd like. I had like a barista one. That one was nice. Anyway, and add it until it's like full to the top. That's like, I don't know, maybe half a cup, less than half a cup. And then you're gonna stir it carefully. Try it. If it's too strong, you can add in more oat milk. Just drink a little bit so it doesn't pour out. And there you go. You got the brown sugar, oat milk, shaken espresso. I probably said that wrong, but it's delicious and it tastes just like Starbucks, and you're saving yourself some money. So definitely recommend. 10 out of 10.